All right, man. So there's rumors out there that Ryan Garcia and Rolly could be doing a rematch in talks, and also there's rumors that Ryan wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. So on the Rolly and Ryan, thing, unless they paying Rolly a whole bunch of money, I really don't see a reason why to rematch Ryan Garcia. If Turkey gonna pay you a bunch of money, then I feel like hopefully they treat Ryan Rolly better than they treated him last time, because that became an issue for Rolly. Rolly wanted to be treated better, the hotel and the accommodations that was being made that wasn't being made, and hopefully he get in a deal where he get a better deal. But really, from a boxing standpoint, you don't need to see it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ryan said he was in a good space, he was healthy, he was good, and then it changed to injuries and all this type of stuff. Like, what's the point? If I'm Rolly, I did what I need to do. I guess he don't have to fight the guy that Boost didn't fight, the regular WBA or interim, whatever he is. I don't know the guy's name, never seen him fight. But if you're going to get an exception not to fight him right away, then I think the number one thing to do is go for the bread. If you can't get, Mario Barrios, because he could be fighting Conor Ben, you can't get, a guy like Conor Ben, you can't get a guy like Manny Pacquiao, you can't get a unification that you like, then, my opinion, my humble opinion should be go after the bread then. Go after the bread before they mix you up in a mandatory that you don't want to have nothing to do with. That would be my advice to the guy. Go for the bread. But, if the bread is, rematching Ryan Garcia and they're going to pay you and treat you right, then yeah, fuck it. Why not do it? That makes too much damn sense. Why not why not go get treated right? But, looking at that fight, it was nothing that Ryan can do. Ryan got hit with something he didn't like and stopped trying. Ryan didn't trust his conditioning. And that's because he didn't have that shit in his ass. And I've been, it's been a known fact in boxing, or known speculation in boxing, that there were some questions about Ryan Garcia. There was a lot of questions about, how he was moving and some of the things that he was doing. There were some questions about that. I knew this 4 or 5 years ago. I was saying that. But I don't know why people get the impression that I make stuff up. That's not what I do. That ain't even my MO. But then again, to channels like Blue Blood who make shit up, they still watch. Niggas love the lies more than the women do. And that's a fact. So when I'm telling y'all, it's serious shit that I heard. A couple fighters that I know that's on that shit. A couple fighters I know that's on that shit. That I seen people firsthand see them take needles in the stomach. I was telling y'all about Tank, having problems with quitting in the gym before Schofield brought it up and Enormous brought it up. I knew people that was at the Spence in a Floyd sparring. But people really think, be like, oh man, Peds don't, everybody should be. I'm gonna talk about that. Everybody should be able to take Peds, and what people don't understand is the reason why they don't allow people to take performance enhancing drugs. It puts your life at risk, you dumb motherfuckers. It puts your life at risk. You can die taking that shit. You have a fighter competing, and y'all have an open policy on Peds, and that motherfucker die in the ring. Or you have a basketball player competing, and he dies on the court. You can drop dead taking that shit. So how do you regulate or make sure each athlete is taking that shit in the safe way? And that's another issue going on in bodybuilding, is that a lot of these guys are not cycling on and off the Peds. They're just becoming an addiction. In season, they take it. Out of season, Arnold and them used to stop taking it. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. When you supplement or take certain products, maybe like a fat burner, a pre-workout, you can't take that for a year straight. In reality, it's a lot of times it's 3 weeks on, 1 week off, 4 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or something like that. So how do you regulate fighters cycling on and off performance enhancing drugs for the safety of the athlete, for the safety of the person? See, that's why I kind of try to tell y'all, and y'all be having these conversations. Niggas are ignorant, and it's not no problem being ignorant to something, but not when you have this phone, Nova, Chat GPT, Google AI, Gemini, Siri at your disposal, and you still an ignorant mofo. Come on, we can't help you. But back on the topic, and I'm gonna speak on that. Back on topic, as far as the fight, if that's Rolly's most lucrative fight, then so be it. Do what's best for Rolly's pockets. But do I see anything being different? If they test it, no. If they test it, no. Ryan showed if he get hit, he ain't gonna try no more. You got certain guys that get hit, and that turn them on. Or you got some guys that get hit, and they really hone in, and they strap their nuts on and hone in, so that won't happen again, and they go crazy. But as far as Ryan taking on Pacquiao, I mean, it's probably his best bet. They probably ain't got a test. He could be the best version that he wants to be. But only the way he gonna beat Pacquiao is if he hurt him. He don't have a great skill set. He ain't. In reality, he probably ain't too much better than Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? But if he allowed, they don't do no testing, which it didn't sound like it was no testing for that PBC card, because there was nothing mentioned of it. They don't do no testing. I mean, he probably would have a chance to beat Manny Pacquiao. He probably would have a chance to beat Pacquiao. Because Pacquiao ain't thumping like he once was thumping, and he ain't near as fast as he once was. So that's a discussion to have. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Pacquiao won't get a title out of it, but he might get financial compensation. And that's what he's looking for. Yeah, I think he might be the first guy to be in the Hall of Fame and regain a world title. So that may factor into his decision, because you always want to be on the right side of history. No matter how they want to try to erase history. Will Chamberlain, Sugar Ray Robinson, Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders. No matter how they want to erase history, you can't change the fact that Alfredo Benitez was in high school when he won a world title versus a true champion who had, I think, at least 10 title defenses in front of his high school classmates. I just feel like a guy like Bert Sugar is sorely missed. I really do. I feel like a guy like Bert Sugar is sorely missed, because in basketball and the NFL, we don't have enough historians. There needs to be historian spots on ESPN and Fox. And ESPN used to do the classics, and it used to be narrated. They used to do the classics. They need more of that shit. So, you always want to be on the right side of history. You always want to be on history, a trivia name. You want to be an answer to trivia as much as possible. And if somebody, defeats your record or pass you up, hey, you gracious in defeat. Records are meant to be broken. But it's the disrespect that they have for these guys, like LeBron disrespecting Will Chamberlain. And people, act like they don't understand why people don't like the dude. He's an arrogant asshole. Flat out, with no respect for his elders. All these people that paid away for niggas to be here, and that's what's wrong with boxing. No respect for the fighters that paved the way for y'all to be here. But Pacquiao and Ryan, it makes some money. With or without Turkey, it makes some money. So, what what I don't understand is why you get these big ass trucks and they want to and they want to be side by side and they go in the same speed. I just don't understand it. Get in the truck lane, brother. Get in the truck lane. But that's pretty much all I had to say, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Join the Patreon. Check out the Free Game 89 channel, my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. Peace.